Well, good Sunday to you on 5 News. Chief Meteorologist Skot Covert with a check of your 5+ weather forecast. High pressure dominating the skies today, and that kept us mostly sunny, but looks were deceiving. It may have looked beautiful, but boy, it's bitter cold out there. Those winds, which haven't been that bad, are just enough to give a nice brisk feel to the air. Those northerly winds giving us wind chill values most of the day today in the teens. And once that sun starts to set, it's only going to get colder. It's not just a cold air mass, it's actually really dry. And I point that out to you because you're going to start to notice it. From static electricity to some dry, cracked skin, even some chapped lips, those are going to be common over the next couple of days as we see the colder temperatures and the really dry air actually only get worse over the next couple of days. In fact, we're not going to start to warm up until the second half of this upcoming work week. So let's walk our way through it. This is going to be what it feels like out there tomorrow morning. 8 o'clock, it's going to feel like we're close to zero. That's the wind chill, northwest Arkansas. In the River Valley, ain't much better at all. Most of us in the single digits, maybe some low teens out there. We're going to want to bundle up. The kids heading back to school, dress in as many layers as possible. We really want to protect all the skin we can. While these numbers aren't in and of themselves going to be posing too much of a frostbite risk, long exposure to them certainly could. So let's just try to avoid that. By tomorrow afternoon, this is 3 o'clock Monday afternoon, it's going to feel like we're in the teens and 20s area wide. That's the warmest part of the day, and this is as warm as it's going to get. It is brutally cold, likely some of the coldest air we've seen all season long. And by Tuesday morning, our winds start to increase. And the reason that's a problem, it's going to drop those wind chill values even lower. Negatives, sub-zero wind chills now back in the picture for northwest Arkansas. Likely some upper single digits, maybe some low teens in the River Valley as we're heading to school, back to work Tuesday morning. And then thankfully, we do start to warm up a little bit. By closer to lunchtime, it's not much better. Still in the single digits, northwest Arkansas, likely in those low teens in the Arkansas River Valley. So with numbers like that, it's no surprise we're maintaining our weather impact alert. This is our heads up to you that we've got some dangerously cold temperatures that are going to be settling in. And it's not until Wednesday where we'll actually see the actual thermometer warm above freezing. And so we've got to be dripping those faucets. We're keeping those pipes protected, our spigots covered, at least until Wednesday afternoon. Keep the pets inside if you can. If not, find a way to make sure they can stay warm. And of course, we've talked about it. You got to dress in layers with temperatures like this. Futurecast does show some clouds moving into the area overnight tonight. This is closer to midnight. Mostly cloudy skies as that high pressure shifts off towards the east. We'll see a few more clouds throughout the course of your Monday. This is 8 a.m. So let's call it partly sunny skies. Cloudy, sunny, doesn't matter. It's still going to be just downright cold. There will be a disturbance passing off to our west and eventually off to our south. And you can see at times it does bring a few flurries to the area. I wouldn't be surprised if late Monday evening, we might not see a couple of stray flurries moving into the area, but largely it's going to miss us in favor of a more southerly storm track where we see a pretty decent chance of measurable snow along the Gulf Coast, which is not common at all. In fact, parts of the Florida Panhandle is under the first winter storm watch they've had in 11 years. You don't see accumulation like this along the Gulf Coast too often, and that is just a testament to how strong of an Arctic outbreak of air that has been spilling down into the lower 48. Very well could see accumulations anywhere between 2, some places upwards of 6 inches of snow. Southern Louisiana through New Orleans, southern Mississippi, Alabama, over into Florida, and that storm system will make its way up the East Coast, eventually impacting the Carolinas as well. Are you looking for some warmer weather? I don't necessarily have above average temperatures coming up in the forecast, but I will tell you this. Towards the end of the month, maybe we're back to normal, which for many of us is upper 40s, lower 50s for afternoon high temperatures. That's some good news for us. Something to look forward to, no question about it. In northwest Arkansas, we're going to continue that weather impact alert here through Wednesday afternoon. It's at that point we can stop dripping those faucets. We'll watch for a couple of sprinkles, maybe a flurry on Thursday. That chance about 20%. Lots of sunshine over the next several days. Pretty quiet weather pattern as we're seeing those numbers steadily warm up back to low 50s by this time next week. 20% chance of some scattered showers come next Sunday. The odds are favoring a little bit more moisture working its way back into the area about 7 days from now, continuing through about the 10-day window. So while it's dry for the most part, maybe we can get a little bit of rain to work back into the 5 News viewing area. Weather impact alert also in effect for the River Valley as well. That's going to run through Wednesday afternoon. I think we might hit freezing on Tuesday afternoon, but we're talking for an hour, 2 maybe in the afternoon. Likely not above freezing, so we wouldn't expect much in the way of melting if anything is froze up at that point. It'll certainly start to refreeze once those numbers drop back into the teens by Wednesday morning. We also noticed that warming trend here. Friday, we're going to close out the work week, below average, but 48 is going to feel a heck of a lot better than 31. That's our high temperature for tomorrow, MLK Day. And then by next weekend, low 50s expected back in the River Valley. Overnight lows dipping comfortably into the low 30s. It's all relative, right? Comfortable is a relative thing. We also see a chance of some showers by next Sunday in the River Valley. We'll keep you posted as that evolves. For now, though, that's your exclusive weather forecast made for all of us here, right here on 5+. We'll see you here tomorrow.